Hello guys, welcome all of you to Night Code. Today we are going to talk about how this update product function works. So when the seller click on this update product button, it's going to take that user into update my products web page. Here you can see we have our update product.php file. In here, all the data relevant to that product has been already loaded in here. So we only let the user update their title and quantity and delivery cost within Colombo, delivery cost out of Colombo, product description and product images. After changing those data, that user can click on update product button. So this product data will be updated in our database. Instead of this product, let's click on another product. You can see data relevant to the product which we clicked on now has been loaded in here. So guys, let's go into our code and see how we have achieved this. In our update product file, here you can see we have inserted our HTML version tag, HTML opening, head part, and then body part. In our body part, here we have put a container, then a row, then here we have included our header.php file. After that, here we have imported connection.php file into this update product.php file. After importing connection.php file, here we have checked whether the session variable view has a value assigned to it or not. If it has a value assigned to it, then again we have checked whether the session variable p has a value assigned to it or not. In our update product.php file, here we have our text as update my products, and then here we have our select category part. In select category, here we have put a select tag and we have put here disabled, so this data cannot be edited. Within this select tag, here we have put a PHP script. In here we have taken the variable p from the session and we have stored that in the variable product. In the next line, we have run a select query and we have select all data from the category table where ID is equal to our this product category ID. In the next line, here we have a variable as category data and we have stored its value as the category result sets first row. After this PHP script, here we have an option tag. In that option tag, here we have printed a PHP script and we have printed that category name within this option opening and option closing tags. In our select product band part, we have also inserted a select tag and we have also inserted the attribute as disabled. So this brand data cannot be edited too. Within this select tag, here we have put the PHP script and we have run a search query and we have stored those values in the brand rs variable. In the next line, we have taken the first row from brand result set and stored it in brand data variable. After closing PHP script, we have inserted an option tag. Within this option tag opening and closing, here we have put a PHP script and we have set to print brand data name. So that product's brand name will be printed within this option opening and closing tag. Here we have our select product model part and here we have our relevant select tag and we have also put a disable attribute. In here we have put a PHP script. In the first line we have run a select query and we have taken that result set and stored it in model rs variable. In the next line, here we have taken the first row from model result set and stored it in model data variable. In our option tag, within that option tag we have put the PHP script, and we have set to print that model name within this option opening and closing tag. In here we have our add to title here product part. Here we have our input area, and we have printed a value in here, and we have also given an ID here as T. We have printed the value and here we have put a PHP script, and we have said the value is equal to the title which was given when the product is registered into our page. In here we have our select product condition part. Here we have put the if else condition, and here we have checked whether the condition of that product is equal to 1 or not. If it's equal to 1, this code will be executed. If it's not equal to 1, this code will be executed. We have simply changed which radio tag should be checked. In our select product color part, here we have a PHP script, and we have run a search query, and we have stored that result set in our color rs variable. In the next line, here we have taken the first row from color rs variable and stored that value in color data variable. After that PHP tag, here we have a select tag. Within that select tag, we have put a option tag. You can see we have also disabled this select tag so that the user cannot update this color. Within the option opening and closing tag, here we have put a PHP script, and we have said to print that product's color. In here you can see we have our add color part, and we have also disabled those functions in our update product part. Here we have our add product quantity part, and in the input field here we have printed the value, and we have put a PHP script as the value, and we have said to print the quantity of that relevant product, so that value will be printed here, and it will be assigning into value attribute. Then here we have our cost per item part, and in the input field here we have put the attribute as disabled, so this cannot be edited too, and we have printed its value as a PHP script, and we have said to print that relevant product's price. Here we have our delivery cost part, and we have a label here delivery cost within column. In the input field here we have printed a value, and we have printed previously entered delivery cost within column value into this attribute value. And after that here we have our delivery cost out of column part, and in our input field here we have put a value, and we have printed the previously entered delivery cost out of column value into this value attribute. After that here we have our product description part. Here we have our text area, and we have printed a PHP script between opening text area and closing text area tag, and we have set to print previously entered description within this text area opening and closing tags. After that here we have our add product image part, and we have given a chance to update that product images in here. And here you can see we have a PHP script. Within the PHP script we have created array, and we have stored it in a variable $image, and we have access its 0 index, and we have stored a value here, and its first index and the value in here, and the second index and the value in here. After that array part, here we have run a search query, and we have stored that data in image rs variable. So this query is going to give us image details. In the next line here we have checked how many rows are available in our image rs variable and store that value in image num variable. After that, here we have created the for loop, and we have created the variable x and assigned value 0. Then we have checked whether the $x variable value is less than image num variable value or not. Then we have add one value to this $x variable. Within the for loop, here we have taken first row from image result set, and it has been stored in image data variable. In the next line, here we have taken the path of that image from the image data and stored it in the relevant index array. Here we have our upload image part, and here we have on click as change product image, so we can pre-select images. After that, here we have our update product button, and we have called a function on click as update products. After that part, here we have our redirecting part. If the product details hasn't been come, we have redirected that user into my product. And if the user hasn't been logged into our page, we have redirected that user into home.php. After that, here we have included our footer.php file into this update product.php file. Then finally, we have inserted our script tag, and we have linked bootstrap bundle.js file and script.js file with this update product.php file. So let's go into script.js file. In our script.js file, here we have our function as update product. In our update product function, here we have taken the values from our HTML tags and stored them in our these variables. After that, here we have created a form, and we have appended those values into our form using these names. After creating the form, here we have our image count variable, and we have count how many images are available and store that value in this variable. Then here we have our for loop. We have created the variable as x and assigned 0, and we have checked whether the x is less than image count or not. We have add one value to this variable x. After that for loop, here we have our record. Here we have created a new request and stored it in variable request, and we have checked whether the state of that request has been changed. If it's changed, this function will be called. Within this function, we have checked whether the server state is equal to 4 or not. If it's equal to 4, we have taken the response and stored it in variable response. Then we have checked whether the response is equal to success or not. If it's equal to success, we have printed the alert as product has been updated, and we have redirected that user into my product.php file. And if it's not equal to success, in here we have printed that response in an alert. Here we have our request open part, and we have put a method as post, and here we have our destination as update process.php file. And in here we have sent that request into our update process.php file, and we have also embedded our form with it. So let's go into our update process.php file. In our update process.php file, here we have started a session, and also we have imported our connection.php file into this update process.php file. Then here we have checked whether the session has a product or not. If it has a product ID, in here we have taken that product ID and stored that value in $PID variable. After that, we have taken the rest of the data which has been sent using a form to our update process.php file and stored them in these variables. In here, we have run an update query, and we have updated product table, and we have set the title is equal to this title, and the quantity is equal to this quantity, and delivery fee column is equal to this, and delivery fee other is equal to this, and the description is equal to this, and we have given the condition as id is equal to this product id, and in here we have run a delete query, and we have said delete from image table where product id is equal to this product id, so those data will be deleted. After deleting previously entered images, here we have insert new images into our database, and we have taken the size of that array and stored it in $length variable, and here we have created the array and stored validated images extension. So these are the only allowed image extension. In here we have checked whether the length is less than or equal to 3 and length is larger than 0. If it's true, this for loop will be executed. Here we have created the variable x as and assigned value 0, and here we have checked whether the $x is less than the $length value, and we have add one value to this $x variable. Within this for loop, here we have checked whether the file index, here we have put the index, and that value is set or not. If it's set, we have taken that image and stored it in image file variable, and in here we have taken that type of that image and stored it in file type. Then here we have also another if else condition, and we have checked whether this new file type is available in our allowed image extension array or not. If it's in that, here we have created a new variable as new image extension, and we have reassigned new image extension to this new image extension variable. In here we have created a new path, and we have given a name here, and we have also given a unique id. Then we have put the image extension at the end. In the next line we have uploaded those images into our server. Then here we have a insert query, and we have said insert into image table these values as PID and file name. If that file type is not allowed, this code is going to execute, and we have printed file type allowed. In here, after successfully creating this echo will be printed, and we have printed success. If a product hasn't been selected, we have redirected that user into myproduct.php file. So let's go back into our script.js file. In here we have checked whether the state is equal to 4. If it's equal to 4, we have taken that request response and stored it in variable response. In the next line here, we have checked whether the response is equal to success or not. If it's equal to success, we have printed in alert as product has been updated. Then we have redirected that user into myproduct.php file. And if the response is not equal to success, this code will be executed, and we have printed a alert, and we have printed a response within this alert. So let's update this Samsung J7 details. So you can see all the details has been loaded into our web page. So let's put a title as 1 2 3 4 5 and quantity as 5, and let's add another 0 0, and let's duplicate this line. So we have changed the description also. Then let's change images. So let's temporarily add these images. selected some new images. These are not product images. I only have these images right now. So let's click on this update product button. So you can see it says product has been updated. Let's click on OK. It's going to redirect us into my product.php file, and you can see here we have our updated product. You can see image has been changed, and if we go into here, you can see all the data which is updated before has been loaded successfully in here. So guys, that's all for today. Thanks all of you guys for joining me. See you in the next video.